Wait up!
Yeah. So one love, dear ones, always. So we just had our second podcast with Gabriela. So the first one it was with me alone, and it was her podcast number 11, which is a powerful number. And
11.
And this one with her, it was the second one that I did with her. First one with Niyama, and it was her number 13. So powerful numbers right there. And what did we talk today with Gabriela?
We talk about the love beings, and also we talk about the masculine and divine energy,
Divine
unions,
our path,
couple, society,
yeah,
the
bit of
mission that
our
we
history.
have.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things. We just
Very
love
interesting.
Gabriela.
Yes.
We are highly compatible with our energy. We're all creating that nice vortex, that nice trinity. Yeah. So yeah, we just love to do that and to create that magic and to play with energy. So it's a beautiful podcast. So you will enjoy it for sure. More to come with Gabriela, and yeah, we love you all, and see you in the next one. Peace. Det var så.
Welcome everyone. Today is number 13. So master your emotion and find your truth. So that's my name of the podcast. So like always, I'm just really inviting the beautiful souls on my podcast. So today I've got the beautiful couple, divine couple. But I would like to just only say a little bit about the Niyama, because the vision was in before, so I would like to add it later on a little bit. May I?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so I've got a beautiful Niyama, and she's a beautiful soul, and she's an amazing woman. And oh God, I couldn't stress enough, because the energy which one is beaming from her, just, I would like to say, shutting off everything from my speech. I couldn't say it now. You are so beautiful, and I'm just only feeling that energy which way is coming and from you, and definitely you came here for the reason. If you would like to share a little bit about yourself, would you like to say something? Anyway, I see you, Niyama.
Well, thank you for how you announced me. It's really beautiful. Thank you very much. Deeply. I guess I am well, in a nutshell, if I have to speak about me, I would say that I am a leader, a born leader. That's just the way that I am within myself. I am very sovereign. I'm in my 30s. There's so much to say. I've been around many type of spirituality. I've been around religious side because my parents were Jehovah Witnesses. So I was in that religion that is really a sect. What is a sect?
A cult.
A cult that is really
I
a cult.
understand. I definitely understand that word.
Yes, exactly. So to go from that to reprogram yourself to become a sovereign being has been the work of my life. To deprogram from the programming that I had ever since I was a kid. So if people want to understand, who I am, they have to get that I come from that place, and that I had to rebuild myself to become the person that I am now. And it took a lot of daily effort, like day and night, to reprogram and reconfigure myself to become the higher version of who I am meant to be. So I guess this is me. I'm an artist. And why I say that I am a leader, it's really important because when you are a leader, first of all, you have to be the leader of yourself. And this is what it means to be sovereign. And it all goes hand in hand. I was always a leader, I was always sovereign, but I was lost. And then I found back my way because I led myself towards finding myself again. So, in a nutshell, I guess that could be what I have to say for now.
That's a beautiful said. I love the leader way. That's the leading yourself. Yeah, to be the
Yeah.
best. Actually, to be the best version of yourself. You are the best version of yourself already. So you don't have to do too much. You have to just only be guided by your heart. And
I hope that I never get to the best version of me. I hope that I always go and always look for, sometimes it's really small details that makes you better. Sometimes it's just, you train 5 minutes more every day and that's just making you better. Or sometimes you just take 1 spoon less of sugar in your coffee. That's makes,
yeah.
there's so many little things that can make you better in life. It doesn't
Wow.
have to be complicated.
No, definitely not. Everything's supposed to be easy. I mean, easy flow. Don't fight. Just only allow this energy. Yeah, like that I said, just allow this energy and just go. Yeah, like a wave in
Yes.
the ocean. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Can I just only give you the time, Vincent? Now you can just only add a little bit something more. What's happened with you since we had the podcast, or maybe something you improve? I don't know. Maybe you just only got another project.
So thank you again for having us on your podcast. So I had the honor to be on number 11, and today's number 13. Very powerful numbers. So yeah, it means a lot right there. And to me, yeah, what I can add since we had that podcast, the first one, it has been powerful for me to meet you and to exchange that energy with you. And I can say that it activated things into me. So it's always that magic when you meet another soul that you are ready to meet and to exchange that energy and those ideas and to connect. So back to together we rise, synchronize, we thrive. Mm-hmm. So we synchronize together with that first podcast. I met a beautiful soul that speak our language, that understand what we do at a deeper level. And I also see the work that you do, which is amazing. So we are on a very similar path, and I think we have the same call to speak and to make those videos and those podcasts to anchor new frequencies, new type of speech, and new type of ideas in the realm, which is key, which is important to bring new possibilities for ourselves first and for this whole realm as a ripple effect, because the goal and the name of the game is always to achieve that highest timeline for ourselves and to create that heaven on earth for ourselves. And to have those discussions to me is it's precious, it's important, and I value that a lot. So yeah, this is what I can add since we made that first podcast just 2 weeks ago, but it feels like much more because of the upgrades that came with it. So I was curious to ask you the same question on your side.
Since I just wanted to add that ever since he did the podcast with you, the vision of how we want to do actually ourselves videos are changing, because the way that you frame things, we feel like it's much more professional and it's structured. So we were like, oh, this is interesting, because usually we do lives, and lives is more
lives are amazing.
It is. It's different.
Podcast style with like structure, with questions. I mean, it's another level. So
even if the question doesn't, you don't follow the question. The questions comes anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just
it's a nice concept. It's a new framework for us, and we just love it. And so we see that as an upgrade, and we embrace change. We welcome change.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been always like I'm not saying that I'm professional, but definitely I had something because somebody done the aura reading for me, and that lady told me, "Yeah, so professional. What are you doing?" But I said, "No, I am not. but it's not good enough. It's coming from me because it's something coming from me, like it's a natural ability to do that way. So definitely in the previous life, I've been doing the same way, kind of. I don't know, the monk. I don't know what was it. I don't know. What was it? Definitely, I was doing the same way, but I was really afraid to speak my truth because I had a few visions about myself. Oh, you just only tapped in. But anyway, I would like to say, everyone who is watching us, don't be afraid to confront your shadow, because sometimes the shadow is a really, really guidance, for the better. But definitely from that podcast, listen with you, I just only recognize something. Why I'm just only really afraid about the deep water. I can swim, but when I swim, I never go above. The water is never cover me because I'm just only afraid. I'm just only, oh my God, that's a lot of stuff. And that vision came and I had a dream about it, but I know the dream is another dimension. So I had that dream and, oh God, sorry. So that dream gave me the answer. In the previous life, I just only spoke the truth. I was just only giving the truth for others, but I was just only drawn by somebody else. And then I just only I was allowing myself to let go of that. So I didn't try yet to go to the swimming pool or lake or something like that, but I'm going to try it definitely in the next couple of the days or in the summertime. But I would like to say
that's
thank
perfect.
you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful because I think that the fear of water or deep water, we digress a bit, but the fear of water, I feel it comes from a past life, because I had that fear of deep water as well. Not water, like not a pool, but if it's a really deep pool, I'm like, something fishy is going on, and or something is gonna grab my legs and pull me down to drown me.
Yeah.
I think it comes from past life because there are beings that lives, the mermaid and all those things. Anyway, we believe in that. So I feel like it comes from a past life. And I think it would make sense for you to have a past in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Something to consider.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have another session, but anyway. But that you said that the mermaid and that kind of the creatures, I strongly believe it, because when I tap also, I've been talking around the Avatar as well, the movie with Ishmael Perez, and also I just only mentioned a little bit about the planet Midcon. So that's Midcon. Did you watch the Avatar movie yet?
No, not yet.
Not the second one yet.
No,
so please go. Okay, so we can have another podcast about the Avatar. So we can go dive in deeper in the water. Okay, so thank you so much for introducing yourself. That was really powerful. I would like to talk a little bit today about like you said, number 13, number of love, number of beautiful energy. But I would like to say some of us, some of the population of the planet Earth strongly believe the number 13 is something dangerous. Something is, oh gosh, 13, Friday, oh, black cat, oh gosh, that's so, whoa, oh god, oh, whoa. No, it's not really. No, it's not really. I had that belief. I grown up that belief because everything was suppressed and told me, and I was kind of the believe it, but as long as I didn't grow up and had my awakening, I never ever anymore believe in that stuff. But I would like to just give you that question about the love being, because 13, love, I would like to expand this question. So would you mind to talk a little bit about the love being?
Well,
Listen,
yeah, no.
Nyama.
Oh yeah, sure. We spoke about that in our first podcast. I gave my perspective on that, so I invite people to watch our first podcast together, and now we will further expand on that. But if you want to share what is your perspective?
The love being or council coming from the ninth dimension and above, and like they say, they are here to assist humanity in the ascension process. they are really not invasive instructor or teachers. They 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 are really more a passive spiritual type of help that is given to the herd or to the humans. Um, they will never ask a answer, give you an answer without having the proportional question coming with it. So if you want to have an answer, you need to be able to figure out the question for yourself. If you cannot find the question, you cannot find the answer, right? Because you're not looking for that answer. But if you are asking yourself question and you're asking them, then they will answer. But otherwise, they will never give you any information without you asking. Um, I guess that the love being came into our life 2 years ago, almost.
A bit less, yeah, soon 2 years.
Yeah. 2 years ago, and at first it was like a whisper in my ear telling me, "Talk to Vincent, tell him what you hear," and I was like, "No, who are you? I'm not gonna. So weird. Like,
and we just met.
Yeah, I barely know the guy, and you want me to talk. He's gonna think I'm a creep, I'm a freak."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I didn't really wanted to do it, but they were persistent, but really smooth, but still very persistent. Like they really wanted that to happen. So I was like, okay, okay, okay. And then at some point I said, "Is there somebody who want to talk to you?" And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, they want me to." I was feeling so bad, so weird, because it was the first time for me as well to um, express out loud what I was hearing. So then it become like different, because first you think it's just your thoughts and you're diminishing the power that comes from your thoughts. And then when you have to express it to other people, like what we are doing now, then it becomes a tool. And then it's almost like there's a third party upon you, feeding you the energy. It's channeling. What we are doing now, what you're doing when you have a question is channeling. But when you say, "Yes, I'm channeling," it's like you're creating this egregor for yourself, and then it becomes something else in the realm. So I don't know if I am explaining this well, but it's really powerful, and we are really happy they are helping us with everything that if we have the question and we ask them, they help us. So it's really a blessing to have that type of knowledge.
Knowledge,
like advices.
knowledge is light. So yeah, and we're here to anchor light in the realm. And the love being, if I may add, is our first point of contact that contacted us, and we've been with them for a while just to establish the relationship and to have a different discussion. And I was curious to go there. And then as we progressed, and I realized that to me it was all benevolent, all good. The talk that we had were amazing for me. And then this is when I had the call to make it public, and down the road more teacher came.
Yeah.
So we have now many different teachers that came forth and many more to come. But the love beings are always there. So
to surround us with their
that.
energy.
So let's say we talk with Zico, but the love beings are there always. So they are like our
protecting
like
field, or guardian angels, if you
our
want to.
main contact. And and with over those 2 years, we develop a relationship with those beings, and it's a powerful thing, because we are here in this round to anchor light. And I will speak for myself, all my life I had to diminish myself to fit in this matrix and to be accepted and to and now with them it's the other way around. I can be my true self, and I can go like beyond where I thought I could go, and now I really highly resonate like more with them than
most human.
Exactly. So it's amazing experience to have finally like to find at that point. To me it's like it's our cosmic family. So to reconnect with those family members that are from another dimension, another state of consciousness. So they stay. To me, it's like we're a team. So we came here to be the boots on the ground, and we got our memory wiped out at birth, and it was part of the deal. And now we reconnect with our galactic family, and now they help us to remember things and to access higher level of consciousness, so we can anchor that light in this realm. So that's I really enjoy that. And also there is that saying that you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So it's very important to choose with who you share your time and energy and presence.
Yeah.
So to me, I like now to be into my energy and to connect with them. To me, it's like it's very profound because they, again, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So I have all those amazing teachers who they help me a lot to climb my way
to where you want to go,
where I want to go, and also for that, because the name of the game is to raise our frequency. So this is our focus as a couple, to raise our frequency and to create that vortex of positive ball of energy, and to grow that, and to create the magic with it, because we are magicians.
Yeah, you are both creating the magic. You are both creating the magic. I dive in straight away 2 days ago, and today before the podcast, I went on Divine Couple on the YouTube. I went on Instagram. I just only, if I'm doing the podcast, I'm going far, far more. So I would like all the details. That's my character. Like here, being the playing the role, just only doing this, or maybe this. And so sometimes I'm creating the opposition, I would like to say, in the three-dimensional world, that people just saying, "Oh, you have so much details. You said this or some." I said, "No, that's everything is counted. Everything is counted. Everything is got a meaning." That's beautiful. You said about the love being. How you can sense them? Because I've got a question to Nyama. How you knew it? You've got that beautiful gift. You've got that beautiful gift inside you. So you've got that ability to connect in the different dimension, different beings. Or just when it happened, like, oh, who is talking to me?
Well, I always had some type of connection, but in my youth, I used to have a lot of nightmares and terror, nocturne terror. I don't know how you say that in English, but at night I would have really a lot of fear, and I would see things move, and I was really afraid of it. So I always knew that I had a capability to see things. I was sleeping walking.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, sleepwalker.
Yeah, a sleepwalker, and I was somewhere else. So I remember all those things. So I always knew I had some type of connection to the spirit world. And sometimes I would feel presence around me, but I would be like, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. So they were really, they sometimes they came, but they were leaving really fast because I was blocking them.
Yeah.
And
you have to mention about like the religion that you were in.
Yes,
as well.
I said it before that I was a Jehovah's Witness, and so Jehovah's Witness, everything that has to do with the unseen is demonic.
It's demonic.
So I was raised with that belief. So the only thing that exists for them is God, the one God that they call Jehovah, or yes, Jehovah, and that's it. Everything else is demonic. So I mean, and then when I met Vincent, I was already far in my spiritual evolution, waking up to the truth of the world, but still I was not comfortable with all that is in the contacting me directly, the spirit world contacting me directly. But when I met Vincent, it's like it created a safe space for me to be able to be that mystic woman. I felt like I was finally safe enough to go there, and they were talking to me with more it's like they knew before I knew that now you're safe and now you have no reason to say no. So, and then they were really pushy, and it feels like, if I have to answer the question, like the feeling, it's it's like there's a thought that's, it's like you feel it's a higher thought. You have random thoughts like all day. No, should I take coffee? Oh, I shouldn't do it. I should, no, turn left. No, turn. You have random thoughts. But then sometimes you feel like you have thoughts that are above those thoughts, and they are like words or whispers of wisdom, of love,
Yeah.
of leadership, of owning your life.
Empowerment.
Those thoughts are coming from higher realm, and the more you listen to those thoughts, the more the channeling and the communication will be fluid. And then at some point you realize that it's not me thinking about those things, because the answers I don't have.
Yeah, you
But
don't know.
then I get, no, I don't have, I don't know. Sometimes I say things to people, you should talk to your mother because of that and that. And I don't know the people, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, and when I say it, I feel like I'm weird, because I'm like, yes, but maybe their mother has been dead for like 10 years, and you're saying go talk to your mother. What do I know? Right? But
Yeah.
sometimes you just get those messages, and you just have to give it away. You don't have to judge, you don't have to know. And I think that's the biggest um, leap of faith, is just to hear those higher thoughts. But when you hear higher thoughts, that's something that is really, really important for anyone that is a channeler and want to become or work on their channeling work. If you hear things that are blaming others, oh, if you cannot do that, it's because of them or it's because of her. If you hear things like, take this from that person, or if you hear thoughts like, it's anything that is not giving you your full power, and
Love and
not,
above.
yeah,
Yeah.
anything that's not coming from love. In the spirit world you have both polarities, right?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
if you are open to any message, and you think that somebody's trying to screw you over and it's because of them, then you are not connected to the right source. And spirituality and channeling is about discernment. And that's something that people have to understand. I get message from dark people sometimes saying, this person is, I'm like, yeah, are you giving me love? Or are you giving me fear-based information?
Yeah.
If you are giving me fear-based information, I'm sorry, you are not what I need. So you have to have discernment. Because if you say this person is a bad person, I had the channeling and it's because of them, that nah, 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 whoa, you are not being empowered.
Because
You are being
you can
disempowered.
channel your own dark. So yeah, that's channeling is a big topic.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
It's
topic.
a big
It's a
topic.
big topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's something that I feel compelled to add to this is
Please.
those consoles, let's say the love beings, and back to the raw material that has been channeled 40 years ago that I learned a lot from, and that we are adding to that work in our own way. So this is the foundation. We had that channeling with Ra, so it's on our page and it's all there. I don't want to repeat that. But yeah, so you need to they choose let's say the raw material. It was a beautiful group of three people, through beautiful souls. And what I understood and I resonated a lot with is when they explained in the with Ra in that work, that they were a good group to work with Ra because of their like pure heart, and because everything comes through you and it's like through your filters. So those that
Yeah.
channel that have more like a religious background will speak more in the religious term, because you cannot channel and use words that you don't know. So you have to so the channel goes through your own being and with the vocabulary that you have.
Yeah.
So to do that type of work,
They
the
have to choose the
the
person.
name of the game is to bring as little distortion possible to the message that they want to convey.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's key. So when I heard that into the raw material, I right away it hit me like to my heart, because I said, wow, okay, Now I understand because I know us, I know the type of heart and intention that we have. And to me, it was just a beautiful confirmation and an honor to have been contacted by the love being fleet first, and then to be in touch with other powerful beings. And so they just help us to understand that we are one as well. They are not above us. It's not a hierarchy. There is no savior. It's for us to remember our own divinity, our oneness. So the Ra, let's say, is a one, and Vince is a one, and Niyama is a one, and everybody is a one. So it's to remember that to a deeper level and to be able to interact with each other as such in our full power. Yeah.
Yeah. You gave me so much knowledge and so much information. My head, if you go inside my head, oh, gosh, you couldn't find a way. That's completely amazed and upside down everything. But I would like to say thank you because you answered 2 or 3 questions already, which I supposed to ask you. That's the same way that happened yesterday, and that's happened on our podcast recent
11,
11.
yes.
And
Yes.
also, I didn't have to. Just only sending you messages, which I've done a few times now during this podcast. I've been sending the messages to you, Niyama, about, could you tell me a little bit more if that pure energy, how you know is that pure clean energy is coming from the source, from a loved one? And you answered straight away. I said yes. So I'm not playing any game, I would like to say. I'm just only thinking, and you just only receiving that thought. So, and also Vincent, you said about the Ra. Also, I would like to talk a little bit about the Ra, but that will be maybe a much more bigger topic as well. Wow, that's amazing. That's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why the love being choose you both?
I think that they gave us that answer a few months ago. We met, and it was orchestrated, and I think it was orchestrated a lot by them because because we met in a protest. So out of hundred of thousands of people we came across. I was doing a lot of noise, so maybe that was helping as well. But I think they chose us because we have a really similar heart. We are loyal, we are honest, and we really want to help. We always wanted to help humanity, for ourselves and for others. And also, what they said to us is that the divine couple or the twin flame, however you choose to call it, the soulmates, have to be reunited to recreate balance and love and harmony within the feminine and the masculine energy in the realm, which we didn't get at that point, at that time, because we didn't understand the deep importance of rebalancing those energy at that time as much as we do now.
Today.
So I think it was really concerning rebalancing, recreating the new herd. If you want to create a new herd, you will need figures or people that are beaming the energy of stability within the core of society, which is the couple, and then the kids, and then the families, and then all that. Families are the core of the society. When you have a strong family, a strong base, then the society can become strong again. So I think that when you think about it, they are really good at like a chess game. So they're like doing their move and really putting the right people in place. It's not that we think, or they think that we will be the king of the world. That's not the point at all. We are all kings and queens, but the thing is that when you have this energy of king and queen walking hand in hand towards one direction, you are beaming an energy that is highly necessary in this realm right now. So that's our job, basically, is to beam who we are. And this is why they chose us, the love being love. We are like, I'm black, he's white.
The two polarities.
We are polarities in everything.
Atlantis, Lemuria.
Yes.
It goes back to that as well.
Yes.
To heal.
He's an Atlant, I'm Lemurian.
Yeah.
So it's everything with us is polarity.
And to work together.
So he's tall, I'm short.
Which is great sometimes.
Yeah, yes, of course. But we are alike on the soul level.
Yeah.
But other things were completely different.
No, we're two different polarities. And if I may add to what you just said, is yes, it's like a chess game. So, and also it's always based on free will. So a talk I had with them is that they told me, okay, when you saw Niyama, you had the choice to go to talk to her or not. It was up to you.
Yeah.
So sometimes the universe put you in front of a situation, and then you have, I had a split
of seconds
to take my decision. What do I do? Because to go to back to our last podcast, to go cold approach a woman that you find attractive, you need to cross that wall of fire, because you need to face a lot of fears and doubts and programming and all that Disney program. So it's like to cross that wall of fire. So at that time, my free will, I say, okay, I go for it. I took that decision, and I could have decided, oh no, not today, I don't feel for that, or let the fear take over and then just pass. And then I would have passed on that amazing opportunity. So this is why I always say that rejection is much better than regrets. So this is important. I digress a bit, but as males, we need to master rejection. Males they get rejected all the time.
Yes, we need to master. They need to master it. We need to master it as well as a female. But I mean, males, what is so important is that the balance of things. Usually, the female are passive. We are waiting for things to come. Usually, but the males nowadays, and I think that a lot of female will acknowledge that males don't really come to talk to you just to talk to you because they are attracted or they feel the energy. They don't come. They look at you from sideways and they are afraid. It's almost like they are afraid of you seeing them, and they get all stressed out. Why? It's because they are emasculated. Because a male go for what he wants. He's fire energy, but now he's diving in the water energy, trying to be smooth. That's not the. So I think that the love beings saw that he was in his masculine energy, working in that direction, and I was working in the allowing things to come to me. I was really working on just being a woman, because I was in my masculine energy most of my life, fighting, always ready to conquer and to fight, because I am a leader.
Yourself.
I am a natural leader. So the other side of me was a bit too much, and I felt it and I didn't like it. So I had to be more in my feminine to feel more stable and harmonized. And when we were both in that path, then we crossed road, and then everything changed.
She was on her path like for years before to work on herself, and I was on the same path as well for years. So we were both on that ascending path, and then we met. So everything became more exponential. And the last thing I want to add is the love being, when two twin flame meet and they get together and they exchange their energy to a very intimate level. It creates that energy field around them. So from them, it like they spotted us like right away, because they look for them they look like from above, and they look at the game going on, and they won't interfere directly. But when they spot our energy field, we were just beaming that light, because it has been a very powerful experience to meet and to start it to date and to be exchange our energy in an intimate fashion. So to me, it was an experience that I never experienced to that level at all. And so it's it created that energy field around us. And for them, what they explained to us, it's like it's been very easy to spot us and then to come to talk to us, because we reach that. So for me, the name of the game is always to increase our frequency And as a whole a collective, we're in that process as well. And ultimate goal, I mean, there's always new goals, but when on the collective level we will raise that frequency, then we will achieve what I believe to be able to make that contact again with the Galactic Federation, and to just get out of that quarantine, the planet quarantine that we've been in for a long while.
Yeah. Wow. I would like to say, wow, that was amazing. Because, by the way, thank you introducing the masculine and feminine energy. That went very smoothly. So again, you did it. You actually, again, I didn't ask you the question, but you smoothly pick up that vibes, pick up that words from me. So amazing. So we now in the divine couple. I mean, divine couple, masculine and feminine energy. Because I would like to give you the questions, but my audience a little bit information around the feminine energy and masculine energy. Like you, Niyama, just only you remind me my feminine energy, you remind me my masculine energy, and everything what you said really resonates with me. Like I'm just when you're talking, I'm seeing myself like oh my goodness, what I've done a long time ago, and also how my partner now, how we met. I just only went and approached him and I told him, would you like to be my maybe not really my husband, but my boyfriend or something like that? And he didn't have that sparkle inside him, just only approached me. So wow, that's amazing. So you just only like a reflection of my a little bit, not all story, but a little bit of my story. Thank you so much. Wow, let's go dive into the feminine and masculine energy. I've got that question I just downloaded this morning when I was doing my workout. That was like about the masculine and feminine energy. If we don't have this enough around the absence that masculine and feminine energy during our childhood, so how is that going to affect men and women? So maybe you can talk, Nyama, about if you don't have enough masculine energy, or opposite, if you don't have enough feminine energy in your childhood, how is that appear in your adulthood?
Okay. And also, well, go ahead.
No. I would like to say this only, and the reason he would like to, maybe you can talk a little bit about the masculine, if you don't have enough masculine energy in your childhood, because I know that lots of people just only, oh my goodness, they're crazy about this information. Anyway, we need that balance.
So the question is about the masculine energy for now, right? Just the masculine. You just want to know?
I think it's both.
Or you want to know?
Okay, I would like to both, but let's go say you don't have enough feminine energy. I'm not saying you didn't have enough feminine energy, I understand. But the absence of the feminine energy. So maybe somebody doesn't.
Well, if I have to look at what my life was, I was with a mom that was, she had a lot of femininity about her. The way that she looked, the way that she dressed, the way that she talked, the way that she would present herself, she was highly feminine. But on the other side, she always had to fight. She always had to be over strong for a woman, like way too much. So I was raised with a really feminine but very strong masculine mother, in a way that she was everything, right? And on the other hand, I had my dad who was a wounded masculine. So it was a lot of distortion. When you grow up and the balance of masculine and feminine energy is not, you didn't have the proper programming regarding that, it's hard to know how to behave. And it's hard to know which behaviors are normal and which behaviors are not normal. What is feeding you good things and what is keeping good things from you.
Yeah.
Because when you are a highly masculine woman, you think that you have to do everything yourself. You do not need a man. And the society is feeding you BS that you are a feminist, you are strong, you can do whatever. Look at your muscle. You are as strong as a man. And then you think it's good. But how do you feel inside at the end of the day? I think that's what I had to learn because I had the thought that men are useless. They don't really do much anyway. I can do everything myself.
Yeah.
And it hurt me because I was lonely and no man was good enough for me, but they were not. But most men, I really felt like they were not good enough for me. And it's creating a lot of frustration within a female not to be able to find a man that she can feel safe with. But if you don't cannot trust, you cannot be safe. You cannot feel safe. And if you think that you can all do it yourself and the male is not good enough, it's impossible to feel safe with someone else, basically, or with a male. Therefore, you are doomed to be frustrated and not having not being not being fulfilled as a female as you would want it to be. It's really a tricky situation, and a lot of women are caught up thinking that they are doing the best that they can to find a man. I have my career, I have a house, I have 3 cats, I have a dog, I train, but why can't I find a male that will take care of me and make me feel seen and make me feel safe? Maybe it's because you are too much in your masculine energy, being so aggressive towards them, always pushing them down, always bringing them down. They are never good enough. They are that will create frustration. But when you are in gratitude and you are accepting your feminine energy and you can just relax, back down, and accept what is given to you and give back love, and accept what is given to you and give back love. And then you are in a flow. It doesn't mean that you have to do nothing, not work, or not all those things. Even if I believe that women should work a lot less than a man, that's just my belief. In terms of going out to the world and feeding the family, I think that a woman should be not just home because I don't believe that, but more. She should have more time to because women are the spiritual um, anchor of the family. So if a woman is everywhere, she cannot anchor and balance the energy in the house for your family. So I this is what I think. And the male, of course, is doing everything that the male because he's fire. He has to move. So in a nutshell, because I can talk about that one topic for hours, but I think that when you are balanced within your feminine and masculine energy, you are happier and you accept the other for what it is giving you and not so much in fighting mode. Like you are not like me. Why are you? It's like more acceptance and gratitude,
Yeah.
and it will make you more happy.
And I just feel compelled to add that our one of our many solid strengths is that we can talk. So when there is a situation that we don't agree or don't see the same way, because we are two different animals, like I was saying in our last podcast, males and females, we don't see things the same way. But we are our strength is we can talk with respect and love and find that the desire to understand our partner to a deeper level and then to understand, okay, so this is your perspective, this is your reality that is true, so I don't want to dismiss that, but me, I see that like that way. And then we will blend those two realities and to understand each other, and always from a place of love and respect. And at the end of the day, we always manage to come to an agreement and deeper understanding, and then we move forward. But we know that our partner will always tell us the truth, how they really feel, and not hide and accumulate frustration. So this is a strength that we have, and it's key to have an harmonious relationships, because again, we represent two extreme polarities, but when two polarities find each other and then they can work together, it's a powerful
create magic.
Power is the most powerful force.
Not saying it's easy. It's
no,
not.
no, but it's the most powerful force of the universe. Males and females working together, it's the most powerful, because we can create life, we create babies, we create everything. It's with the both two polarities working together. So that's I want to add that we can talk together.
Very important
very
to be able
important,
to talk to your partner, and the partner has to be willing to hear what you have to say about them. Because sometimes you have your mindset on how you're doing, and that person is wrong, but mirrors. You must be wrong somewhere as well. So now you have to be able to take the blame as well.
So when she reflects,
a lot of people don't like that. They just want to reflect you.
When she reflects my bullshit and I see my bullshit right in my face, I'm like, okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Niyama. Grateful. It hurts, but I mean, it is what it is. And then I process that, and okay, then I connect the dots, and okay, then we move forward with that. And she's the same. When I reflect her bullshit in her face, I mean, it's not. But this is what love is all about. When you love someone, like we used to have that funny talk, like when you're in a meeting or with someone in a public space, and let's say they have something on side of the nose or in their teeth, like we are the kind of people that will say, hey, you don't let people with that, otherwise it's not kind. I mean, so sometimes
yes, for us
for us
people, we feel uncomfortable, but we are used to it. We're like, yo, bro, just
so
fix that.
so it takes courage to go there, but it's from a place of love. So when we know that everything, our intention toward each other is always from a place of love and deeper understanding. So so we have to man up, put our big put our belts and big okay, and now to have that talk and to move forward.
But we digress.
Before the business is going to talk about your masculine energy, about the absence of the masculine energy, I didn't mention, I really apologize, I would like to say, I supposed to say that you don't have to share your information if you don't want to, of course, your experience. But if you would like to, I'm so happy to hear it, and my audience would like to hear it as well. There are lots of different sources, which is listening us. Like Niyama said, listen and listen. That's the two difference between the listening somebody and listening somebody, and really hearing somebody. That's amazing stuff what you just said and brought. But I would like to add to that discussion, because we have to be willing to change. We have to just only choose the change, and we have to be ready to face our shadow. Because if the both of masculine and feminine energy, I would like to say, we've got both masculine, but I would like to say woman and man, they constantly stay wounding and just only blaming each other. It's not working. So it's not time for them, not yet. So they have to relax, chill out, and then come back again. That's my point of view.
Absolutely. I mean, what you're describing is humility. You have to be humble enough,
that's key,
to know that you're not perfect and that you have BS.
That's true. That's your conscious level. You need to just, how I can say, go so low in your life, and then there will be an awakening time. There will be an awakening process. I don't know. That came to my mind now at the moment, because I had that opportunity in my life. I'm so grateful, like I mentioned before, maybe not in this podcast, but before somewhere. I just mentioned I had my awakening process that was really helping me. That was really helping me. But now when I'm seeing from this outside, saying, oh gosh, that was so blessing. That was amazing stuff happened for me. Oh, wow, that's great. Now I can thrive. Okay, let's go stop Gabriela talking, and let's go Vincent talk a little bit more about the absent and masculine energy.
And I will gladly answer your question, but I just feel compelled to anchor a golden nugget from the love being that I received about what Niyama just said, and what you were talking about is humility. So when you were in front of a lion, what they told me is that use your ego, but other than that, use humility. So that's very, very, very important because we use our ego way too much, even when our life is not in danger. So when we have that talk from a place of ego, that's not the best. So always move forward with humility, knowing that you don't know everything. So this is what I wanted to add. And then for your question, the lack of masculine energy, yeah, we touched that topic in our last podcast, and yeah, it brings a massive imbalance in well, at least from a male's perspective. For the males, it brings massive imbalance because when you are in your feminine, you are into that receiving state, waiting to be fed, and that's not you have to go and to stand up for yourself. So it brings a lot of imbalance at every level, and you will be doomed to lose at every level time after time. And I created that hell life for myself because of that lack of understanding. So I had to go into a really great depth of pain and suffering to understand those lessons to a deeper level and to find the willpower to change that and to overcome that for myself. So it's deep. It's we could do a full hour topic on that.
And I think that for the masculine energy as well, when you are the male is not in his masculine, it's going to be hard for him to create business. It's going to be hard for him to believe that he can feed his family on his own. He will feel like he needs help. He needs both part because he cannot do it on its own. Because being not in your fully masculine energy, you are half of what you can do, and which is why now it's half and half. I don't believe in half. I really don't believe. I think that woman has a determined role and male have a role, and if everybody know their roles, then the family can be stronger.
It's a chess game again. You have different position, and you need to understand.
And males come. Sorry.
Yeah, you need to understand your position and act accordingly. Everybody, let's say, and you associate with your family members, your friends that you choose to bring into your inner circle. That's very important. If nobody knows their role, or you don't have common vision or plan, I mean, it's important for when you associate with people that to have that understanding. Life is like a chess game. Every small decision that you will take create a new timeline for you. So we can go to very small details. So the way you react to something. So if you have a couple that don't understand their role and they just always fight, what's good? I mean, not much. Yeah.
Couldn't say anything. They need to solve this issue with themselves, or they need to go and find a solution just when you ask for the help. Maybe they're going to ask you as a divine couple. So what is their mission about divine couple, about this name, these beautiful words? What is the meaning behind, really true meaning behind? Because you've created that divine couple, that YouTube channel. So what is the meaning behind it?
I would say that the meaning behind divine couple and the mission is really to create new earth, to create a new society. Actually, to create the old society, how it used to be, but better, right? Yeah. With more, like being more open to what is above, but also open to what is below in the present, in the realm, in the neutral. So divine couple, it's really about giving people a not a hero, a
role model, some light,
a role model, a map to what does it look like a couple that really work together. Because beautiful. Honestly, around me, I don't see them.
No. Yeah.
I don't see them. And people think that we are so unique, and because of the type of relationship that we have, and we agree on important topic, and most everything we agree we're aligned, and we are going the same direction. We love the same things. Well, almost. Not everything.
We're very highly compatible.
when you see those type of things, because most people think that it doesn't exist. I remember I always used to say, I will find my soulmate. Nothing else will satisfy me except my soulmate. And then people around me would tell me, you just need to accept that you're just going to find a guy and he's going to be good enough and you're going to have 2, 3 kids and just have a life and, random and work and then do the basic.
Mhm.
Everybody used to tell me that because that is what people believe is accessible to them.
That's true.
So when you think that, you are blocking yourself. But when you see other people that are normal, we are not billionaires. We do not drive in the less Ferrari yet, but still we are what we are now, and with the basic that we have, with what we have now, we can thrive together. So it's not about being super rich. It's not about all those things. It's really about two people coming together with one mind, going towards the same direction and trying to improve and impact the world in a positive manner. And that's what we do.
Yeah, moving side by side. Yeah.
Really creating the new core of the society.
Yeah, and something important for myself, when I learn from people and I look at people to get some knowledge, I want to look for people or role models that have what I am looking for. So that's why our goal is to be the best version of ourselves, to be public like we are, and to offer us to the collective for who we are, not more, not less. And those who resonate, that see, okay, I would like to have a relationship that looks like that, and I feel compelled. So we have that to offer, which is worthless in this realm at this moment.
Yeah.
I mean,
priceless.
No, we're not worthless. Priceless.
The opposite.
It's worthless. It's worthless. No, it's priceless. It's only priceless. It's worth more than all the billions that you could have. I mean, this is
peace of mind, joy.
Peace of mind, joy. Yeah. So money is key. It's important. I'm not saying to people to don't be wealthy at all. It's important. It's one of the pillar, but it's not the only one. And that one, it's being pushed a lot, which is okay. If you are doing things that you're aligned and it brings you a lot of wealth, good for you, good for me in the same time. If you're wealthy, it's good for the whole collective. If you are conscious and use it from a place of love. So yeah, so it's good for everyone, but it's not the only pillar in life at all. So you could be a much more modest person and have that divine union and have a family and be the most happy people of the planet. And to create that dream life for yourself. So nobody have all the same preferences. We all are unique. We all have our preferences. So those who resonate with our energy and that are aiming to have that type of relationship, I mean, then this is why we are doing that, just to present ourselves and to provide that energy, like to spread back in the masculine energy, to spread that just to take back the expression from Zico, that our semen, like to the realm, to Gaia, that needs those new ideas and way to be and to think, so people can pick up on that. So we are really into our masculine when we do that, in the masculine energy, into the giving. So this is what's behind divine couple to me, in short. Yeah.
I really need to have that like deep breath and just only thinking that information inside me. That's amazing, the divine couple, because lots of people just, like you said, just only seeking, I would like to be this, I would like to be this, I would like to have this beautiful relationship, but something inside me is not really good or something like that. Or maybe like you said, Yama, they perceiving you both like you are just only completely from nowhere, just only landed on the planet Earth and you're doing great and he's doing great. What's that?
No, it was work.
Yeah, I know. That's why I would like to. What came through when you've been talking. This is a hard work. You need to go inside and do that work. That our
Yeah.
strong belief, and I knew that stuff because on the soul level, this on the soul level, we've got a contract. We're coming here and we're helping each other, and that's why also I'm doing in my relationship always the time, which is only upgrading. So it's no perfection in imperfection. So I would like to say like that, but it's all that good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the New Earth mindset.
Like
Perfection, it's not about perfection, it's about walking towards. It's the
getting the best version.
the daily walk towards that direction is the mindset of it's a New Earth mindset. So if everyone's, because back to the law of one, we are all one. So if every single one in this realm is tapping into that mindset to walk towards the best version and of themselves, I mean that's heaven on earth. This is what it is.
It's
And
at least a
also,
lot
a lot
better.
better. Yeah, and back to Raw again. Maybe we'll do a full podcast on Raw, but it's time to tap into our inner sun. We are the children of the sun, and we have that masculine energy, and again to just spread that light and that fire, in the realm, and to help Gaia. Gaia needs a lot of help. We need to keep her in mind always, and she feels it's hard for her all those a couple of past thousands of years to have all that suffering. She had to carry all that to have all her children being so depressed and suffering. So now she needs a break, and we have to take her into consideration because she is the only one who carry us on. She is our mothership. I mean, without her, what can we do? So yeah, we have to keep her in mind always. And so this is she is very present into what I do. So yeah, I just want to add that detail.
That's beautiful. Yes. Oh, amazing. You mentioned about the Ra. Yeah, I just only make some notes for the next one. So that's amazing. So I don't have to too much talk. You know all the information. We both know information, but I'm thinking a little bit. Okay, please don't go much more deeper inside my mind. Okay, because you can get crazy. I would like to wrap up a little bit this podcast. I will put a question to Nyama because I just only asked this question in the previous podcast with Vicent. What kind of, I don't know, mantra, words, I don't know, any phrase, anything, or maybe song helped you, came over, challenges situation in your life, really hard situation in your life, if you've got something like that?
Yes, I have mantras that I used to repeat for hours when I was really depressed and lonely. And it was Om Mani Padme Hum. But it's this is like this Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. I used to say that
beautiful
for hours. And when you know what Om Mani
on YouTube on loop.
When you know Om Mani Padme Hum, what it means, it's really working on everything on your body to get to the higher version of you. So that was always my mindset. Get better, being more anchored. Like when you do something and you repeat the Om Mani Padme Hum, it's like you're programming yourself to become better, to be better. So Om Mani Padme Hum was crucial in my everyday progress during the years. Not a mantra that I used to always say is Vincent used as well. I love myself with all my heart, all my soul, all my mind, all my intelligence, with every thought and with every action. This I say that all the time to myself, and when I feel, even when I feel sick, I send love to the place where I feel pain, and I speak to that portion of my body. Something else that I use to help me is tapping. I don't know if you heard about tapping.
Yeah.
Tapping is super, super powerful.
I like the karate chop.
Yeah, so you have meridian points in your body that will, when you hit them, it will release block energy in your body.
Yeah.
This is super, 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 super powerful.
Yeah.
When I was anxious, I was really anxious, like bad anxiety. And I used to do that for hours and it would calm me down and really heal me in many, many ways.
Yeah. Me, when I do that right now, because over the years I went through a lot of trauma, went to my autism recovery journey. So this is another topic, but I accumulated a lot of stress and I was stuck energy, and I was suffering from a PTSD, which is a very serious condition. So when I do that, I accumulate a lot of energy and stress into my left shoulders, and even today, sometimes I move it. It's like I'm not
like a tick.
I'm not done clearing.
Is it a tick in English? Anyway,
yes.
when you do something and you cannot control it.
So it's like a massive thing for me. So when I do the karate chop, like now,
it releases.
I feel right now I feel some energy releasing from my left
and that's
shoulder.
something that is really important to do as a couple together, tapping, because when two or more are doing something in harmony, then the healing is exponential.
Like chanting
and tapping, and you just go through
to make those
process.
Rituals.
But at some point we will do a course about that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna happen.
Good.
Powerful stuff.
And how about you, Vincent? Would you like to add something different? Oh, you said the tapping.
Yeah, I said it like me. The new thing for me is chanting. Like we spoke about that in the last podcast, and it was just before Christmas that it was with that video that is on our Divine Couple channel. How to Master Your Darkness Like a G is the title. It's that channeling with the being that we call Lullaby, which is from the Love Being Fleet. So you can refer to that. So it's a whole video I did on that, and I will put the link into my YouTube or
so it's channel. Chanting or sounding.
Sounding. Yes.
This is how I call it, sounding, because she gave us two words, chanting or sounding. So it's just making sounds and you
synchronize with your heart. With
your heart. It's really, really powerful.
So and even like the other day, we as a couple, we have to face things that we don't really agree, and we were like in that talk and not being able to reach each other. So I said, okay, close a logical mind for a while. I just look at her in the eye. I started to do some chanting, because as a male, you need to take the lead, and so and she started to chant back with me, and we just like reconnected to a deeper level. And it helped us to
have a conversation.
And to just that, because when you do chanting, your ego is dropping.
If I can add something, you can moving yourself from the different dimensions. So because you're not here on the 3D world, on the walking on this planet, and you just only moving your conscious somewhere, and that is a healing process began already over there. That's how I can see. That's how I can feel the healing. By the way, I need to add this, because Nyama, I want you to just start chanting, and you just only start singing, whatever. That's the voice. That's the frequency of the healing. I felt so much calm. Even now, I'm just going, like that. That's amazing. Thank you. Would you mind just when you recorded that chanting together? That would be great. If you go and that's your idea. That's your decision. But my idea is like coming to my head now. Maybe you can go and record and just only post it somewhere, and the people will be.
Yes, we will do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. We were talking.
And I had the idea to make that over Zoom meeting, but I realized that the technology is not allowing that to do it, because the microphone is one at the time. So to do that, let's say 40 people chanting at the same time, we cannot have the microphone all at once. But at least we can do some videos of us doing that. And then when more people will get into tribes, those will be kind of
that should be something
a tool for
all family,
all tribes,
our tribes should be doing together. It's chanting. It's not about sounding good. It's not about doing the right note. It's not about that at all. You can do everybody can do
and then everybody will get will tune together. And
you'll see that we are actually tuning when he's starting to sing, and if his tone is changing for some reason, my tone will smoothly follow, and or his will smoothly follow me. It's a dance of you don't even have to think about it. So that's
No.
really synchronized
Yeah.
hearts.
Yeah,
That's
so this is
powerful.
all
Amazing.
heart-based. The logical mind goes off, the ego goes take a break.
Feels good. It feels
So
good.
the ego goes somewhere else, and then you can just tap into that heart space and to connect to a deeper level.
Because chanting is vulnerable.
Yeah.
We have to agree. We have to say it like that. When you're singing, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you love yourself enough, I would like to say now enough, because you need to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, that's why that blockage is coming, arising inside you. But I would like to say, when I'm chanting, maybe now not every Sunday with my Indian, I would like to say Indian, how can I say this lady? She's my teacher, I would like to say, because she gave me the Shuddhini Kriya. That was a tapping. So I just only touched my body every time, and I was chanting the Om sounds. So every time that we Om, and that was a longer. And then after the 3 months, I just only burst all my blockages outside. I just only, like somebody said, press the button, and I was just only cried. I was pouring. That was a really hot cry, because I can divide the cry for the 3 or 5 types. But anyway, I can talk about the crying, because when you've got a hot cry, when you've got a cold cry, it's meaning something different as well. Anyway, but this one also is powerful. So when you move the quantum energy through all your body, that's amazing. By the way, let's go leave it. That's not about me, about you, divine couple.
No problem. We are sharing.
Where can my audience find you, and where they can go and find you?
We are
a bit everywhere. We are on Instagram, and all the link are everywhere. I guess you will link all that. I also put your links into my videos and all that. So we have I am Divine Masculine Mindset on Instagram. She's Nyama Rose _art. We are also on YouTube, BitChute, and now Rumble. So I would like to encourage people to watch our content on Rumble, because it is, to me, it's the best platform that is New World compatible, if I may say, because our video, first of all, they are safe there. They are pro free speech. And so we don't face like to be deleted there at all. And also our videos are fully monetized there. It's the only place. So if you want to by your action respect that energy exchange, because we put so much energy into that, and you want to respect that energy exchange by going through 1 or 2 publicity during our videos, then that's the new hurt again type of mindset, to try to respect that energy exchange. So I want to bring more traffic to the Rumble channel. And so like that, when you watch our content, then it's really well made. I will make a video on Rumble, how it is made. So for the content creators, so we're not trying to reach the mass, but at least to have that mindset of having a platform that will give us some energy back from the work we do. So all the other platforms are.
So we are everywhere except
Rumble.
Facebook.
Yeah, but I have a Divine Masculine Mindset on Facebook, but
we don't use it.
So it's Instagram, it's YouTube, and Rumble. Divine Couple on the Rumble, YouTube, and also we have a BitChute.
So much information.
And on BitChute you can find us under the name Spiritual Alpha Mindset, which is my previous online name.
Right.
Yeah, so it's all in the description anyways. All the links are there. Right. Yeah.
You've done a lot of work. A lot of work everywhere. Actually, you are everywhere. We are everywhere. So we just only sitting here, but we are everywhere. We are so much bigger. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much from my bottom of my heart. Just when you took the time and just only accepted my invitation.
Oh, I'm really happy to have you. Grateful for you. More work to come together, I'm sure about that.
We really enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed the talk. It was really interesting, well put together.
Yeah, it's good for us as well. It gives more perspective for our own self. So making those videos are amazing for our own life, our own couple. Yeah, because we go deeper, and we like it. When you explain, when you teach, you learn. So back to that cycle.
Life is
amazing.
That's amazing. I would like to stop here. Life is good. Thank you so much. That was amazing. That was amazing finishing our podcast. So we speak to you soon, and we're going to record maybe another one about the rap.
Sure.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you so much.